I saw Mask.
Hold on, what?
It works.
They're going to be bringing Astro Train in or something like that as well.
Astro Train?
Yeah.
Because Devastator can merge and fit inside of them. It's one of our favorite movie parts. You're linking into, I will tell you stuff that I have read and heard, like they do want to do in the second movie. And then I go back to stuff they were supposed to do in the first movie. Things they're supposed to do in the second movie. Soundwave is absolutely the second movie.
Going to be the third movie?
Huh?
It's the first movie.
Yes. I'm sorry.
There was no Stan Bush in the movie.
Bayformers 2 will have Soundwave. Bayformers 2 is, they're talking right now, supposedly they want to put a combiner in. My biggest problem with them wanting to put a combiner in, everybody knows what a combiner is, right? Who's the most famous combiner in the Transformers?
Devastator!
So why the hell did they name the tank Devastator?
Because Michael Bay's a dumbass!
What's even worse is they named it Devastator, realized they wanted to bring a combiner for the second movie, changed it, called Hasbro, said we're changing it, it's Brawl. And then put out and everything else. So if you go buy the toy, all the toys say Brawl. And then if you watch the movie, it says Devastator on my way. And I'm like, what the hell? So by the time the next wave of toys comes out, it'll be Joe Robot. I don't know. But the point being that yes, they do want to do combiners. Bob. Planet Bob. Raise your hand if you get the Planet Bob reference.
I'm trying to remember.
Just checking. Titan AE. So that's definitely in it. Now, in the first movie, they did have James Earl Jones, this is true, James Earl Jones signed on a contingency of if we use you in the first movie, and James Earl Jones was signed to be the voice of Unicron.
What? We couldn't use Orson Welles? He's dead! He must have sold some wine before his time.
Yeah, they were going to pull a copy of
He actually died after
Citizen Kane and pull sound bites out of it.
Exactly.
Like, Autobots, stop the planet! Rosebud. Is that all he says? I think so.
It's a slang.
Yes.
There you go.
Spoiler for you, sorry.
299 died.
Yes. It's really a man at the end.
Soylent Greenest people.
One of the greatest people.
It was always Earth.
Yep. And his therapist is really a ghost.
Okay, there we're done.
Any other spoilers we're forgetting?
They're allergic to water.
I already said the kid's therapist is a ghost.
The kid's therapist is a ghost.
I went for the details.
Dumbledore kills Snape?
Yeah.
606.
Sorry.
Hermione married.
No, you got to
No, and I still like the best one ever from the last book. Harry Potter lives, and he marries you.
Ah, yes.
So,
And the ape dies. There you go. And the ape dies.
and the ape dies at the end.
Okay.
King Kong, think about it. All right, so, plot problems.
The boat goes down.
Oh,
Yes. Jack dies. The boat comes back as a giant robot. So, plot problem, sellout problems, allocation of characters to cars problems. And you know what sucks? Of all the years for Pontiac to quit making the Firebirds so that support Jazz gets stuck with a Solstice. Ugh, how much does that blow? Huh?
Wasn't Jazz a Porsche?
Yes, Jazz was a Porsche. That was the other German company that was being a bitch. Yes, it was a Porsche. That's why there's no Porsche
When they're
alternator.
Volkswagen, yeah, no, stop, but I was going to correct you on that.
Yeah. So, oh, okay. But yeah, it was Volkswagen and Porsche were both big problems. So yeah, no, Porsche is the same way. Like, we do not want our cars to have guns. Okay, Germany. Do I need to bring this joke up again?
Who's on vacation?
Exactly. So yeah, so that's how I got stuck with that. The only one that I kind of dude, Ironhide kicked ass. I liked Ironhide.
Yes.
He even played up to the fact that
I
look at my
like the
guns.
character designs in Ironhide. I was very impressed.
Yes. Ratchet was the only one I was like, when did we get the Hummer ambulance? I want a Hummer ambulance in my town.
That's very much a CSI thing. As we all know.
Why did they not call him do both Optimus Prime and Ironhide?
Because
They didn't want to pay him more.
Yeah, that'd be more money.
We're lucky we even got Peter Cullen. I mean, honestly, come on, guys.
Now we're segueing. You're getting into something I want to complain about. This is my one complaint. I can justify a lot of stuff Michael Bay did, and again, a lot of it is finance stuff. I can look at. Okay, sell out, do this.
Big one on the top of the list.
The simple fact that Transformers really only cost $175 million. Seriously, folks, that's pretty impressive for the CG that you saw in that film.
Yeah.
There was a lot of budget buyback to make that stuff happen. So that's fine. Here's the one thing If I was Michael Bay, I would have changed. Here's the second thing. If I was...
Well, here's the shot for the toy that all you people will buy. Here's the shot for the movie.
Okay, that was very much... Again, he can blame Bay, but I'll let you know right now, that was a Spielberg problem. Spielberg wanted a face with a mouth for Optimus Prime so that he seemed more human and you could quit biting your nails. And you could... Trying to get my girlfriend to quit biting her nails and like I just busted her. But no, the lips thing, and that was something they hid all the way up to the last minute. We were finding leaked footage on the internet. I'm calling Joey like one night, I'm like, dude, click the link. I don't want to see it, click the link. Look at it. And I think they brought it down because the first time we saw it on a leak on the internet, it was like literally watching.
He didn't have a tongue. Why have a mouth?
My name is Optimus, and it's like his lips were like out to the like 6 feet long. Like, oh god. Now if you watch when he talks though, it's like there's a sound wave going inside of his mouth. If you look closely, it's like going up and down. I'm like, he doesn't have teeth. It's like Bailey.
Why? Why did he need a mouth?
Because they justified that based on the fact that recent cartoons, damn those American animators, have had a mouth.
Which kills me is that every other robot in the TV show had a stupid mouth.
No.
All of them.
No.
All right, all the ones I can remember right now.
Okay.
All right. the one that doesn't.
Soundwave.
Soundwave, Shockwave. There's a few of them.
No, Shockwave. Shockwave had a light. Hello.
So what
I have no eyes.
What they have to do with the movie?
No.
They've got to make everybody else look completely evil and robotic. Except for Prime. They got a stupid mouth on him.
I'm a robot. Yeah, no, the Prime mouth thing was problem number one. You could have still emoted Mr. Spielberg with keeping the blast shield up the whole time.
I watched it.
What about Megatron's fangs?
Okay, Megatron. Okay, Megatron. Okay, here's the thing on Megatron. I am okay that he was a jet.
Same
I am okay that he stayed a space vehicle because it seems very pretentious.
I did not want to have Megatron like fly through, land, transform into a gun, and have a big orange cap on the end.
Yeah, that was. But if you think about it, the last thing you'd want to do is turn into something on the pesky little human planet as soon as they thawed him out. And let's face it, he was underneath in the middle of a dam. What's he going to find? Toaster.
It's mass transformation, Tom. Can't do that.
A lot of guns.
Oh, that's the other thing. I'm so glad that cars of the proper mass were driving by when the Autobots came by. You know, because it's like if Megatron was there and all he had was a toaster, was it gonna be like 12 toasters?
One really big.
Or it could have been that huge antimatter cannon that they were using in the corner.
But here's the thing with Megatron. Megatron, and the only thing I would have changed, and this would have been a very simple change, is even though he was, I would have changed Welker. I'm still okay with Matrix Boy doing the voice, okay? I would have changed the fact, I'm okay with the jet, I'm okay with the fact he didn't absorb anything from Earth, but you still could have designed a jet, had the whole concept with a giant gun on his arm.
Yes.
That was the one thing I would have changed. Because you can still transform into a jet, big ass gun underneath it, you know? But then you have something to go for continuity-wise. Now the fun part is, the very end of the movie, how many people will remember where the Decepticons had their hidden base in the series? Underwater, middle of the ocean. So they were dumping like, we're going to dump them in the middle of the ocean. I'm like, how convenient. Does anybody know why they dumped them in the ocean?
Because the pressure and the cold.
The cold. So we know Transformers now are weak to refrigerators.
Actually, they established
I caught one. Put him in the freezer. Well, no, it's the cold though. If you go down there, it's like
It's just above
and just above freezing, so they can't move. That was the only way. The pressure, no, it's not going to crush them. There's no way in hell you can crush them.
Oh, okay. They're
It's a Bayformers movie. You can't crush them.
like
Blow them up. They don't go imploding. They'll like explode in Michael Bay films.
So the only Transformer that's going to survive the next like cooling